Hey guys, this is requested by many, and it's going to be a review of the Dragline, the Liebherr HS855HD. It's made by NZG in 1/50th scale, and the only two things I don't like about this model are the little nut and bolt that you have to connect each boom with, and how you have to twist the drums, and we'll get to that. The overall appearance of the model is really nice, as you could see, and the detail is very nice on it. And before I want to get to it, I just want to let everybody know, as you can see there, I am doing a little refurbishing, if you want to say, to it. Like that's supposed to be on the other side, so I guess I'll just turn it and cover it with screws. But one thing about it is the tracks can go in for transport, or you can push them out like so. Also, each track can come off by unscrewing those screws. You can see that in my stop motion. It's I think assembling the Liebherr HS855, which is great. Normally from here would be the outriggers, so you can put it in the display so it's installing its own tracks. The cab is able to tilt up at a very nice height and tilt down. I personally like the way it looks up. You know, like that. I think it just looks a lot better. And it has an overhead cab guard. The detail in the cab is nice, and for some reason, I don't know why, I always thought the cab was a little out of scale. But to be honest, I'm not really sure, it may just be me. This door opens, and on the inside, right there and right there, you would put your key and you could spin those. Now watch out, because those break off. Mine did break off, but all I have to do is slide them back in and turn it, so it's not really that much of a big deal. And right there is the cylinder to tilt your cab up and down, and the cab will stay in any position that you want it to. The stack on it tilts up and down for transport mode. Now, the counterweight configuration, they give you these, I'll show you right here. Okay. They give you these pins right here that slide through each weight, and you can, well, I want to show you in the three. On the box of the Dragline shows the Dragline at 3 configuration. They do give you the pin, so it's not sticking out like that. I kept mine in the 5 because I just really like the way that looks like that. And put the counterweights back. These come out right here. You could drop them. And sorry I don't have them, but they're in the box. You could put the chains down here, and it is able to lift its own weights up like this, so it can install its own weights. Top of it, I don't have it strung through that drum right now because I'm also replacing the line, but I just slide it off. That drum would be to raise your boom up and down from right here, like so. Metal sheaves, which is great. I hate plastic sheaves. This drum right here is for your hoist, that's for your drag. And the winch to move your boom up and down is in this door right there. The ladder right there. These are basically just to guide your boom. Now, if I didn't have this in the Dragline configuration, this wouldn't be here. This is the fair lead. It just basically guides the rope in, and it twists. I'm trying to focus it. You know, twists, and those are metal sheaves there as well. It connects from underneath, and this is the cable comes out for your drag. The bucket which is very nice. You see it has the holes in it in case you're digging it in sand or anything. And it has a spreader bar as well. Right there, that's the spreader bar for the bucket. And it has the pulley. So the bucket's very nice as well. Now, the biggest disappointment with the boom is, and it's not really detail-wise, but these little nut and bolts to install them, which they do never come out, but they're very hard to install. The pendant lines are metal straps as well, and you also have to install the nut and the bolt. Now, the crane, the A-frame right here comes strung, so you do not have to string that. But if you do let it loose like this, it's gonna jump to sheaves and then you have to restring it. Now, these, I think they added this here, and they didn't release it, or I don't know if they are gonna release it, but people said that they may, for a slurry wall digger. And if they do that, I am definitely gonna order the slurry wall digger. Now here's the top. I kept this on for the review. You could see the sheaves. This one's different than that one. This is the dragline sheave. You see it's a single sheave, and this one's for the crane. This is 3 sheave, that's 1 sheave. Sheave as in the pulleys. The hook that they give you for the crane is only a 1 sheave block, so I would suggest getting a 3 sheave hook off DHS for like $30 if you strictly want this crane for in a crane configuration. But you could also add another boom section like so right here, and I'm thinking about adding it to the dragline, but I don't want to make it look too long. I really like it the way it is now because it would just look pretty long like that. So overall, the assembly of the crane isn't that hard. I think the hardware to put on is harder than the actual assembly of the crane because there really isn't that much assembly. If anyone's wondering if I'm getting the LR1300, yes, I'm definitely getting that. Not sure if I'm going to get the derrick kit though, since it is so expensive. Now I figured I'd just show the dragline bucket and how it does operate. I'm just doing it with my hands right here, so obviously you can do it with the keys as well. I don't really suggest playing with this model. I figured out how to cast the bucket too. I've been playing around with it a little bit. I'll show you guys. So if you do get the model and you want to play around with it, I guess if you want to cast it, meaning, you know, let it go, what you do is pull this in right here, let go on the drag and pull that up, and you casted it. Which that was a pretty good cast, even though it's just a model, but you could see. And then to pull in, you know, this pulls it in. This is the hoist. Maybe I'll try to get another. This actually is very addicting to play around with this. So, is that one better? I don't know. I think that's the best one yet, but really is a nice model. Highly suggest getting it. Don't know the price offhand. Put it in the description. If you do get it, make a video response with unboxing if you want. And thanks for watching, guys.